Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today's video is actually, I'm doing it with the girls running all over the place, so don't mind me if I can't pay like 100% attention to it, but I want to make sure that I get this video out to you guys as soon as possible. So today we're going to be creating safety zones. So the reason why we created a safety zone for the girls is because their self-injurious behavior is so intense and tissue damaging that we needed to have a space where that was safe in the home, because I can only pad and have mats so much, and we wanted to give them a space where they could feel like they could find a way to regulate themselves and calm down that was safe and when it comes to self-injury. So for those parents that are watching this video and you're going through behavioral help, or you're trying to figure out a way to help your child stay safe, I want to say that this was a very good strategy to help them and minimize their self-harm that was causing open tissue damage to their heads, concussions, and all that stuff. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera around so I could show you guys what the safety zone or what it originally is, and then what we turn it into a safety zone. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this around. This is a playpen, and I got this at Walmart for about, I want to say it was around $40. And the playpen originally comes with the bottom that's like a very thin piece that goes there, and it has wood on the inside. So we actually had to customize that part as well, because their head banging on the wood part was so hard and self-injurious still that we tried a few different things. We tried putting a mat, and that wasn't enough. So what we ended up doing is getting that board that's on the bottom, and we ended up putting a foam from Joann's that was around this thick, so it's about 2 inches thick, and we ended up buying like a $10 like leather-like looking fabric, so that and this one is bite proof, so that she can't bite through it because she also has biting. And now when she hits her head on here, it's just foam, so it's like hitting your head into the mattress, so like it doesn't hurt. So that's what we have going on in there. So that's customized. And then what we're going to do is we're going to turn this into what we call the safety zone by covering all of this with pool noodle. You could also use insulation pipe, but I find that pool noodle is softer. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that, and that's because my girls are, again, active headbangers. And this right here, there's hardware in here that's like, I don't know if you could hear that, but it's like metal or something, or really hard. Yeah, it's just really hard, and this, and obviously in combination with this, would cause some nosebleeds. So you want to make sure that you get that covered so that it's safe. So what I'm going to do is, because I don't have a camera person, I'm going to set this up the best way possible. I'm going to share with you guys all the materials that you need, and then I'm going to go ahead and do the assembly piece, or at least most of the assembly piece, and then show you guys what it comes out looking like, or show you the other safety zone that I've already done. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and share with you guys the materials that you're going to need for the safety zone. I'm sorry for the angle and the lighting, but I want to make sure I get this video out to you guys. So what you're going to need is a pair of scissors. You're going to need some duct tape, and you're going to need pool noodles or insulation pipes. You can get the pool noodles from Amazon at a fairly good price, or you can go to your local Walmart and they have them. They're fairly cheap. So go ahead and pick up at least, I would say at least 4 of them, just to be safe. Right now I'm using 2.5 because that's all that I have, and I'm gonna try to make this work because I'm recreating the second safety zone. As some of you guys know, I have twins, so I have to make 2 of them, and I purposely haven't done the second safety zone so that I could show you guys how to put it together. So the last thing you're going to need is zip ties. So you want to go ahead and get a few, like a pack of 100 or 50 in case you need to replace these. So I'm going to go ahead and start the assembly process. So what you're going to want to do first to prepare for your safety zone is you're going to want to cut across your pool noodle so that you can go ahead and open it like so. And this is going to go right over the top of the hard surface. So I'm going to go ahead and start the assembly, and you guys will start to see how this all goes about. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys the next step. So in order to secure the pool noodles, you're gonna use zip ties. That's what the zip ties are going to be for, is to secure the pool noodles. So there's netting right here, so I don't know if you, actually let me zoom in so you guys can see. So there's some netting right here, and what you're going to do is you're gonna feed the zip tie, and I would do it not too far down. So here, not too far down. You don't wanna do it down here because eventually this will pull and you don't want it to break the net. So what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna get pretty close up here. I would probably say like 1 or 2 rows so that you could still make sure it's really secure. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys. Let me zoom in. Hi, Ali, are you gonna help me? What a good helper. Okay, so yeah, mommy needs the zip ties. Thanks so much. So you're gonna feed the zip tie through the net, and you're actually gonna wanna face the end of the zip tie where it has a little pokey. You're gonna wanna face it outwards, not towards the inside of the safety zone. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna turn it. Oh yeah, sorry. She walked right in front of the camera. So you're gonna wanna, thank you, love. Thank you so much. You're giving it to mama. I appreciate it. Here, it's not walking in front of the camera. Okay, so you're gonna want to, again, keep this like pokey thing. Let me see if I could zoom in some more. Yeah. You're gonna wanna have this like pokey tag on the outside, and I'll explain to you guys why in just a second. Okay. Thank you for your help. And then you're gonna, and then also I would kind of try to turn it as downwards as possible, as much as you can. So keep it facing down. So we're gonna go ahead and do that all throughout the pool noodles so that we can get all these nice and secure. And then at the end, we're gonna end up cutting these zip ties so that nobody hurts themselves. Or you could, if you don't have scissors for some reason, you could tuck them in, but I will say that they will come out, so I would definitely cut the end. And just be careful, because when you cut them, they stay pretty sharp, which is where the duct tape is going to be coming in. It actually does a double purpose, so it'll keep that very tight or very sharp edge of where you cut your zip tie from poking anyone as they're walking by or as you're blocking self-injury. And also, like I said, my girls are biters, and so they will bite the entire pool noodle completely off and they'll eat it and everything. So the duct tape helps with the zip tie, and it helps with keeping the pool noodle in place and not getting eaten. Thank you, Kira. Okay, yeah, we're gonna secure the rest of the safety zone. You are right. You know what we're doing here. Sorry guys, so Kira was having some self-injury, so I wanted to make sure that she was safe and that she was able to cope with her toy. She had an issue with the toy. So anyways, I'll just do like all horizontal, and then I'll go do a second round vertically. So I'm just gonna go ahead and continue so you guys can see the finished product. With the duct tape, it's gonna be bite proof, and you're covering the zip ties so they can't hurt themselves. You're gonna be covering these bottom here. You could tell this is sharp. You don't want to hurt yourself with that when you're blocking or keeping them safe. So this is the little tapes that you can add again so that it's not harming anyone. And like I said, you're gonna want to go all the way down with your tape on the inside and on the outside. I'm gonna go ahead and cut these pieces here so they don't start peeling them off, but you want to get nice and snug, like right here. The playpen has wheels, so this is portable around the house. Again, we have 2 of them because I have twins and we need to keep them both safe. Sometimes we move it in and out of the bedroom where needed. But yes, this has been totally amazing for them when they are having very severe self-injury with tissue damaging possibilities. I'll go ahead and include a little clip of them, you guys, in the safety zones having self-injury so you guys can see the purpose of why we use it. And yeah, so this is going to be pretty much this side right here, what it's gonna look like once you're done. I'm gonna show you Kira's, and then we're gonna right now, but this is going to be what the finished safety zone is going to look like once they're all done and completed. This is the safety zone that is Kira's. So she's had this these pool noodle and duct tape on here for about 2 months, and after a while, this is why you have to replace your pool noodle and do the whole process over again, is because even though, this is why I'm saying you need to put duct tape on the pool noodle, because there's a lot of biting. They're biters, they're headbangers, and so eventually this is what starts to happen, and you don't want it to all be destroyed, so you're gonna have to replace it. Again, like mine is usually like every 2 months I have to replace the pool noodle because it gets pretty bitten up, and you start missing pieces, and that's, again, you don't want that hard surface to come on up and about so that they can hurt themselves. So I hope this is helpful for you guys. I'm gonna go